So there's a lot of issues going on in Overwatch right now, and I want to talk about it from my perspective. I'm no professional, but I've been playing Overwatch since beta. I have been on and off since Overwatch 1, but Overwatch 2 I've been consistently playing. And I feel like, every voice deserves to be heard, and I kind of want to get my point across. And I want to talk about the current state of Mauga. I think that Mauga is probably the worst thing that's happened to Overwatch in a very long time. I guess like character wise, obviously they have their controversies outside like Blizzard, but Overwatch as a game, I think Mauga is very poorly designed, I guess. Mauga is what happens when you put a very two-dimensional basic recycled character and like force it to be meta to, sell DLC characters. Mauga is so unfun.
What can I say except
Like, I play Mauga every day. I'm about Masters Mauga. And you can't play anything else because Mauga is the only character that is allowed to be played in those lobbies. If you're not playing Mauga, you're essentially throwing and you're going to get, crucified by your team. So you pick Mauga and now you're in a game with a character you don't even really want to play because Mauga's not fun. Like anybody who plays Mauga will never ever say he's fun. His character's two-dimensional. All you do is shoot Hammond guns, and you have a Ryan charge, an interesting Ryan charge with a leap ability, and a AoE healing for your team. I mean, like it's just bare bones. Like if you compare it to the other tanks they've dropped in this game, like Junker Queen and Ramatra and Junker Queen have way more like depth to their kits, way more enjoyable kits. There's more fun. Where Mauga is just kind of like, point and click, and, you kind of just have to rely on having better healers. The tank role is just abysmal because you're just a puppet. Like, you're just a puppet to whatever your teammates are playing. You play Mauga and, you are a victim to the Ana on the other team. And since, no other tank is viable against Mauga, you're essentially just antied all game, and it's just a game of, like, chess, who can capitalize on the anti better. And it's just awful. It's just so unenjoyable to play Overwatch right now. I think that they need to nerf Mauga. I mean, obviously they need to nerf Mauga because, the rest of the cast, like the rest of the tank cast is actually they did quite a good job this season. I think that every tank is quite balanced. I don't think, obviously aside from Hammond, I think or Wrecking Ball, I guess every single tank is, it's playable. It's justifiable to play every single tank. We're not able to like experience that. Winston had his, armor change. Ramatra is quite fun to play if you're not up against a Mauga, obviously. But we're just not able to experience that because it's just Mauga v Mauga. Now, I don't know what it's like in the lower ranks, silver, gold, the majority, the trap. But I know that in higher league play, like higher level play, that's all it is, right? You don't get to enjoy those other characters. And that's a problem because it's also a character that needs to be bought. Like, I don't think those gold players and, plat players and silver players that aren't spending money on this game, they get to actually enjoy the game, right? But in high level play, like Mauga is just, they need to get us out of this meta immediately because nobody's having fun. Like the healers aren't having fun. If anything, the healers would be having the most fun, but the healers aren't having fun. The DPS sure as hell aren't having fun because as soon as you're on an island against a Mauga, like you're just gonna get obliterated, and that's terrible. That's so unenjoyable. You play characters that don't have very good mobility, and you're kind of fucked. Mauga is just gonna jump on you and then ult you. And then tank, I mean, like, they need the tank role right now. If you play tank like me, I feel for you because it's just such an unenjoyable counter play, anything to stop you game. And, healers just kind of, Ana and Kiriko every single game because of Mauga. You have the one-off Life Weaver sometimes to pull you out. It doesn't even matter because Kiriko and Ana are the healer combo to play. And I think there's a lot of problems with the game right now, but Mauga is probably the worst. And, I really look forward to Season 9, obviously coming with the new competitive system that they teased at BlizzCon. Looking forward to a Mauga nerf. Absolutely. I look forward to the future because the future of Overwatch is quite bright with what they've teased. We're getting small W's here and there, but the current state of Overwatch is just absolutely abysmal. Like, I'd rather actually fucking log onto chess.com and play that game consistently than play Overwatch at a high level at this current state. It's just, I don't know.